So in this video, I'm going to give you two platforms you can use for your arbitrage trading signal identifiers. So I've already talked about this particular one in one of my videos, but in case you didn't see that, then do make sure to keep on watching as I'll show you how to do how to find the arbitrage opportunities using this. Now, the other platform what I'm talking about is mostly dedicated to things like arbitrage, but this one is basically something that has to do with crypto analysis, and they happened to have arbitrage system built into it. So I'm going to take you guys through how it works. Then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the other one. So for those of you who don't know what arbitrage is basically like one of the easiest way of making money when it comes to cryptocurrency. So the whole concept concerning the arbitrage is simply to buy something or cryptocurrency in this case at a low price and then go ahead and sell it at a higher price. Now, so there are different types of arbitrage. There's some arbitrage you can do in a single exchange. There's some arbitrage that have to do with multiple exchanges. So let's go ahead and see how this actually works. So basically what you have to do is to go over to this platform called CoinRank. This is the first tool we're talking about today. So head over to CoinRank and then go ahead and scroll down to where you find your crypto assets. Now you can go for any cryptocurrency you want. You can go to the filters right here and then filter out more or other kind of cryptocurrencies that you basically want to use for this arbitrage. But let's go ahead and see. Let's just scroll down to something that is not very popular and find out something we can use over here. So let's go ahead and click on, let's see Jupiter staked sold. So this is just a random cryptocurrency I just picked out over here, and you can see the price of Jupiter staked sold over here. You can see every detail you actually want to know about this platform, or this token rather, sorry. And you can increase this to the highest at which it has existed. Then you'll be able to figure out the lowest of these assets and the highest of this asset. So you can see that this asset has actually done quite well for a period of time. Now, I bet to say that this asset actually has a very good, strong background and not so much tokens in the market. So let's see over here. So you can see over here that it only has just 4 million total supply. So basically, this particular token you see over here is not yet done rising. It's definitely going to rise more, okay? But this is not what we're here to talk about in this video. We're here to talk about the arbitrage, right? So let's go to the arbitrage. You can see arbitrage right here. So once you come over here, you'll be able to find the arbitrage. Go ahead and click on that. So once you click on that, it's going to take you into the arbitrage page of that particular cryptocurrency. Now, what the arbitrage page simply is all about is assets that has to, let's say, this asset is existing in Binance and is existing in Bybit. They need to tell you the different prices. Now, the only way you can be able to access this particular stats of this token is if you are in upgraded version of this. But regardless, you'll be able to find out what you actually want to find out over here using these two charts over here. So you can see over here just like a matrix kind of a stuff, right? So, but the problem here I'm seeing over here is that there's no USDT pair for this token, right? So it's like this token has not yet been launched in any centralized exchange. So it's all decentralized exchanges as I'm seeing here. So for example, let's say over here in this particular place, they have jump so slash so that's the Jupiter token slash so in Meteora at 166.81. And let's see the price that they might have over here. So in Oka, they have 166.79, but the problem is that they don't have the same pair, right? But it's the value in dollar is what I just showed you. So let's go ahead and pick out another cryptocurrency since I can't seem to find something over here. So quickly, let's go ahead and scroll down and look for, let's just take something that is a bit more known. Okay, so let's take Avalanche, for example. So, all right, so Avalanche seems to have quite a lot of USDT pairs in them. You can see the prices over here, AVAX USDT. So we have Binance USDT at Binance AVAX USDT at 17.56, and Mercatox is also 17.56, so it's not gonna work. So we have Bank at 17.54. It's too small, not much of an arbitrage opportunity. So you can go ahead and look for more to see if you're gonna be able to find something a lot different. So if you cannot find something much different from here, you just have to scroll off and go look for another one. All right, so I just picked out this coin called Hyperliquid, and you can see clearly Hyperliquid has something you can actually use for arbitrage over here. So let's take a brief look at this. Okay, so we have BitGet over here at the price of 39.35 USDT, and we have the one in CoinW at 39.06 USDT. So definitely it's cheaper over here. So you can buy CoinW over here and sell over here. So it's actually at a good rating over here. So that's why I'm showing you this. So quickly, let's go ahead and take a look at the other platform you can use for arbitrage, which is basically dedicated to arbitrage, not just this particular one that you get to be able to use for analysis, and they happen to build arbitrage inside. So the one what I'm talking about over here is called CoinNight. Now, CoinNight gives you free access to their platform for the first 2 hours. So once you sign up into the platform for the first 2 hours, you get free access. Now let's go ahead and see how this platform works. So the very first thing I want you to do is, after you sign up, go ahead and click on with volume. Don't leave this toggle off. Leave it on. So once it's turned on, you can go ahead and then apply filters that you want to. Maybe you don't have some changes and you don't want them to be showing you that, right? But this is the main thing you should leave on. This is on the direct arbitrage. Now, once you come over here, what this means is that you only get arbitrage opportunities that has volumes in them. Now, if you're not in the United States, then don't look at arbitrage that has Binance.us in them. Just simply look at these ones that have normal Binance. You can see you can do this one as well. You can do this one as well. You can do this, but you cannot do this unless you're in the US, right? So let's see how this works. So basically, anyone you want to go for, you see the percentage over here. Now, if you use the exact amount they tell you to use, you'll see the amount of money you can be able to make from that trade. That's if you use the exact amount of money they want you to use, right? So this is the percentage, and that is what you need to know about that, okay? Let's take a look at this one as well. This is the money they want you to use, and this is the amount you make if you use that same amount of money. You can see this one as well. So basically, there's arbitrage in ENS right now, I think. So that's why it's showing us that, okay? Now, I wanted to know that this is actually just another platform entirely. It doesn't have to do with any of all those analytics platforms. So it's basically like a platform somebody built and they are running it as a business, right? So please do make sure to do proper research before you engage, and do make sure that the arbitrage operates properly in all the exchanges you are using before you start the process. So let's go ahead and click on this over here. So you can go ahead and click on track live, right? But once you click on track live, it's just basically going to bring out the more detailed version of the whole thing for you, right? And you'll be able to see the bid and ask, which similarly is okay. You can see the bid and ask over here as well. So I think it's perfect as well. So this is the process over here. They will tell you to buy ENS over here with this price at that range, at this range. So it has actually changed to this right now, okay? So you go ahead and buy it with this at this amount of ENS over here. It's gonna cost you this, which is quite a lot of money. All right, so unfortunately, I think the arbitrage actually went away. So we'll have to close this and probably look for another arbitrage. So this is actually one of the reasons why I like this platform. They kind of give you a live follow up on what is going on in the market, right? So let me go ahead and refresh this to make sure we are still on live markets over here. Okay, so all right, so I think arbitrage has actually vanished right now, because I can see over here there are no arbitrages available right now, because I think they've taken advantage of all the arbitrages available. So if I remove the volume, you have to see tons of arbitrages, but you shouldn't take them, right? So you only take arbitrages that has volumes in them. So let me just explain to you guys how this works without the ones that is not with volumes. So bear in mind, you are not supposed to take this type of arbitrages. They are not proper, okay? So don't take this type of arbitrages. So let me just explain to you guys how it works, okay? So over here, they will show you the buy. They will show you the exchange rate to buy, the price, and the amount to buy. And they will just show you the fees over here. Because over here, the fees over here is up to $10. So I think this should be an Ethereum network token for it to be this expensive, which is too much. Okay, trading charge. Yeah. So you have to, swap it from USDT to the asset, right? So it's the trading charge that's charging you for this $5,000 worth of asset that you're buying. And then you have to sell it over here at this particular rate over here. But you already know that this particular one has no volume. So this arbitrage is not proper, right? So you can see the huge difference. Let me show you guys. Okay. So you can see the huge difference. You're buying with 5,158 and you're selling at 12,517. So it's obviously not a possible arbitrage to embark on, but you cannot expect anything less from there, because it's not a proper arbitrage. It's not going to work in a normal situation, right? One of these exchanges is not trading, and that is why. So you can see the details over here. The sell price is $12,544. Crypto transfer charges is $2.6. Ethereum network trading charge, total trading charge is $25, and final price over here is this, right? So at the end of the day, this arbitrage is not gonna work, but this is basically how every single arbitrage you see in this platform is gonna look like. Okay, so they will give you the details and they will also help you track it live. So always make sure you are trading with volume on. You can see we have a new one API. We have two API right now, and if you click on them right now, and now it's LTC arbitrage, and let me show you the difference between this and this one and those ones, right? So you can see buying price. Let's go to the buying price. Although the amount over here is too much, so I won't expect you to buy with all this, but if you have that, then that's cool, right? So the buying price is this, right? And the selling price, so just take a look at 21,700. It's changing constantly, guys, so it's difficult to track it, but you can just go ahead and use your eyes and look at it, right? So 11,219, 11,222. So it's not that too different in price, right? So that's just basically changing the amount to just show you that there's arbitrage opportunity in there. So you can come over here and see the network, electricity network, and let's see over here the details over here. The crypto transfer fee is about $0.008. The arbitrage seems to be off, right? So right now the arbitrage has disappeared, and that's why it went to zero. So I'm sure if I go back right here and I look for it again, I won't see it because the arbitrage has been taken and has been consumed. So that's actually one other thing about this, right? If you waste time, somebody else is going to take the arbitrage from you, and you end up being the one not to be able to trade. Because remember, this is simply trading due from market discrepancies, right? So when the buyers and sellers are not meeting properly and the market is just giving gap from two different exchanges, you stand a chance of making money right that instant. You don't really have to waste much time with it. And that is only the way this arbitrage can be risky sometimes, right? Due to the transfer time and stuff like that. But apart from that, you can do the swap system. In case you know what swap system is, go ahead and leave this comment in comment section. We can talk about that one in another video. This particular video is already long enough, and I would like to end it right here. So don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up if you want to learn more about this strategy. Take care and happy ending.